Being a massive fan of musicals, I feel I want to make this video. I know that I make too many list videos, but heck, I like listing things. So here is yet another one. My top 5 favorite musicals. Now, unlike most of my lists, this one will actually be in order, though that does not mean that any of them are bad. Say the 5th one is the worst. No, this just means that I think the other ones are better, but that's saying nothing of their quality. All of these movies are fantastic movies, and I urge you to see every one of them. Won't repeat it again in this video because it seems rather redundant with top 10 or top 5 lists. Of course I would want you to, but regardless, this only includes movie musicals. I might make a stage musical video later, probably not, but I don't think that the stage musicals would even break the list regardless, so this is just going to be it. These are my top 5 musicals. Number 5, the new, Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog, a 43-minute internet movie, or internet miniseries if you prefer, but regardless, it is marketed as a movie on the DVD, and there is a full movie version, so I'm going to qualify it as such. This is a very short movie to be sure, but the acting is quite funny. The production value is not amazingly there, because this is a very low-budget production. But at the same time, it does have a great feel to it, and the music is very nicely produced, and it does have that one thing that a lot of movies do lack: talent. All of the actors in this do their jobs fantastically, especially Neil Patrick Harris as the titular Dr. Horrible, Nathan Fillion, hilarious as Captain Hammer, Penny, my least favorite of the three, but still. They're basically the only 3 characters, because this is a short movie. It wisely focuses on them. Anyway, the story is charming, it's extremely funny, the music blends a lot into the story, which I do quite like about musicals. It does end on a particularly surprising note, and great in my opinion. It really adds a whole lot to the rest of the series in retrospect even, and I found actually rewatching this that it is one of those things, if you watch again, the lyrics make more sense and actually lend even more to your enjoyment the second time. So I enjoyed this just as much the second time as I did the first. The lyrics are catchy, songs are great. I am totally buying this DVD and getting the soundtrack off of iTunes. Hoping Amazon.ca finally gets that DVD released. But this is a great musical. It's short. You can actually find it here on YouTube, I think, but I urge you to, if you're going to watch it, buy it if you like it, because they need the money. The one, the only, the classic Rocky Horror Picture Show, the ultimate cult movie. I actually did not see this until fairly recently, I suppose. And I must say, I tend not to like older musicals. I know, I'm hypocritical and biased, but they really do date themselves quite poorly. Much like CG-heavy films, it just doesn't age well. Regardless, this is a movie that, regardless of when you were born or what time period you were born and whatever, this is a great musical. The music really holds up. The styles are very distinctly of the time, but considering the subject matter about a transvestite Frankenstein-esque alien who is on Earth and sings and has weird, cult social parties, I think this is probably appropriate. It really adds to the silliness and the fun of the whole thing. This movie was made on the cheap, but honestly, because of the type of movie it is, because of it being a very cult movie and a low-budget, fun movie, it makes it what it is, and the fact that it has so many B-movie references, it really just kind of assures you of the fact. They know what they were doing, they know what it looks like, and this is what they were going for. They didn't have a lot of money, admittedly, but I think they achieved their vision quite nicely. Regarding the actual music itself, I do think that a lot of them are incredibly catchy. My personal favorite being Rose Tinture World, or, of course, The Time Warp. But, I would say this is a great movie. I'm not sure what to say about this movie. If you haven't seen this already, you should give it a shot. It's crazy and extremely bizarre, to be sure, but it's a lot of fun. It's got a lot going for it, and it's really, really catchy. If you want to check it out, you know what? You're probably just better off buying it at your local HMV or Best Buy. It's about $10 to $15. You're really not going to get. You're going to get the extra features if you like it. If you don't like it, you're not going to have spent much more than if you were going to a theater. Regardless, this is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it's definitely one of my favorite musicals. Third favorite is, yes, I'm sure you all saw this one coming, Repo the Genetic Opera. I'm not sure what to say else about this movie. Go look at my review if you really want more thoughts on it. But it's a good dark musical. Got really great powerful soundtrack to it that adds a lot of emotion. It's got a lot of heavy rock in it too, so it's a lot different from most musicals. If you don't like musicals, this may be an entry drug, perhaps. Again, so this is a kind of like a very black humor type movie. It's a good sci-fi, it's good horror, and it's a good musical. You should check it out if you like them. Like I said, go check out my reviews if you want to know more. But this is definitely a movie I love and watch many years from now. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Many people may prefer the stage musical. I actually prefer this one. I think it works a lot better, though I do think the maniacal versions of Sweeney Todd perhaps worked or were more interesting. But regardless, I think Johnny Depp actually has a better voice for it. Very kind of low-toned, a low-toned macabre sense to them. It really gets you like he's tortured and he's really deep down. He is really extremely angry, and he's a dark individual. All the acting is done marvelously in this movie, with the possible exception of the character who plays Anthony, actor who plays Anthony. I mean, the music in this is fantastic. It's Stephen Sondheim. Can you really say? I don't know what more to say. The music loops in on itself in the thrilling ways until it gets to the final crescendo, where all the songs are combined into one tragic conclusion that, France, surprised me. If you like dark musicals, if you like musicals at all, this is a fantastic movie. This would actually one of the few musicals that would work without the music, and that is saying a whole lot. The set design is incredible, the costuming is incredible. This is easily one of the best musical movies ever created, regardless. The Rotten Tomatoes meter is currently holding at 97%. That is an indication. And my number one is, drumroll please, from the mind of Tim Burton, The Nightmare Before Christmas, made in 1993, an older stop-motion animation feature, which is frankly one of, my opinion, one of the most perfect movies ever made. It is certainly maybe not necessarily for younger kids, though I think it's no problem with it. It could easily suffice, but this has incredible animation. It still holds up today. I have the Blu-ray of it. It looks fantastic in high definition. This is a movie with the music. Every single song is classic, hummable. You will never forget them. I saw this first when I was a kid, and this was just a wonderful movie, and it's still very close to my heart. I usually watch it at very least once a year, or maybe twice, three or thrice, depending. And I keep finding people that haven't seen this movie, and I keep showing it to them, because this is just great. The story, even of itself, is just a great story. It's very odd and unique, but that's what makes it great. The characters are all memorable. All Halloween-inspired beings, and this isn't a movie with deep pathos. No, of course not. But much like WALL-E, there's a lot beneath the surface here, and frankly, this is a movie that just gets better as you age and watch it again, because it means more. You see more of the smaller things, and the story itself just generally improves when you begin comprehending the actual idea of it and trying to imagine if this was happening. But this is a fantastic movie. This is easily my favorite musical. Not to say anything of the other ones, but this is just too close to my heart. Nothing will probably ever surpass Nightmare Before Christmas, in my opinion. This is probably my favorite movie of all time. This is easily my favorite musical of all time as well. Doesn't matter what age you are, check this movie out. I'm guarantee you that you will love it. And we come to the end of another list video. Sorry about all these list videos, but yeah, hell, I want to do them. I can do what I want. It's my channel. But if you like musicals, I would highly advise you check out all of these for different reasons. I tend to prefer slightly darker musicals, so this is probably why my list looks like this. But regardless, these are great movies. All of them are quality, I guarantee you. They may vary on taste. If you can think of any that you like, feel free to post. If you absolutely hate, I can sure think of a few. Feel free to post those also. Video response, tech response, I don't really care. But these are my 5 favorite musicals listed finally, and I hope you enjoyed the video.